I'm going to show you how to build interactive tools on your website using nothing but Claude code. That will farm backlinks on autopilot, keep people on your site for 5 or more minutes and actually make you money. I just did it and the results are insane. Stick around, I'm sharing the exact process, the prompts and the monetization playbook. Welcome to Made by Agents. My name is Tobias. Why should you build website tools right now? Because they are SEO superpowers. They lower the bounce rate and they increase the time users spend on your page. And this interactivity is what Google loves. And you can add gamification elements and other visual engagement. There's just one limitation, which is the client-side versus server-side aspect. Most of the tools, they will run client-side probably and can't be crawled by search robots. You must add server-side elements for a strong on-page SEO. If you do this right, you unlock a monetization flywheel. You have free tools that point to your products or services. You can collect emails or affiliate commissions and other paid add-ons. Right now on my page, for example, I built several tools around AI hardware and models. Return on investment calculator, which lets you select different hardware and API models, and then you can compare costs with each other depending on the usage scenario, and it spits out when you reach the break even at which month with a monthly breakdown. I built other tools, for example, a hardware calculator, which lets you detect your hardware, and then you can see which local AI models run on your GPU. The first step is the planning phase, and this is the most important phase. So think of an overall tool hub, not just one tool, but several tools that you could add and build over time. And my golden rule is that ideas that write on data you already have beats everything else. So questions you should ask yourself are, does it perfectly fit your current website niche? So if you have a website and, for example, e-commerce store, sell cosmetic products, then you shouldn't build SEO optimizer tools or something like that, but something that fits your niche. Then ask yourself, what data do you already have, or what data can you add easily? Here on my page, I already have data about different hardware products and also data about these different AI models. And this allowed me to easily build several tools on top of this because of the existing data that I already had. I'm going to show you a few prompt templates and prompting techniques for planning and for building the MVP of the tool, and also one for data ingestion. The quick tip here is to run Claude on your existing website and code base, ideally with your tech stack, and to build these tools with the same tech stack and existing data schema as a separate unit. Without further ado, I would say let's just build another tool on top of my website so I can show you the entire flow and process. And for that, I cd into my web project and run Claude. And now I switch into the plan mode and paste in my planning prompt. So if you're just starting out, this will probably give you better results than in my case, where I have already a couple of tools. You are a world-class product strategist specializing in interactive website tools that drive SEO, backlinks, and monetization. My website niche is, and then here you enter your niche. Example, in my case, AI hardware and models. Existing data I already have. In here, list your data. For example, blog post database, keyword list, whatever. Hardware, product with specs, AI models with specs, benchmark, ROI, calculator, hardware, calculator, workstations, and so on. Follow these exact principles. Ideas that write on data I already have beat everything else. No new scrapers or heavy infrastructure. Brainstorm 5 tool ideas that perfectly fit my website and audience, can become part of an overall tool hub, maximize SEO, time on page, lower bounce rate, embed potential, are building as fast MVP, most client side, have clear monetization path. For each idea, output in this format, tool name, description, data use, why, SEO, potential, monetization ideas, tech difficult. So now it returned a few tool ideas. The trick is here to run this on your existing code base so that it can analyze what it's all about and what service endpoints you use and so on. And here, can I run it? AI model compatibility checker. I kind of this already. A model battle, head-to-head AI model operator, not bad. GPU value index, price per performance, cloud versus local, build my AI stack workstation quiz. We can scrap this for now. I have another idea what I like to build. You are a senior full stack developer and UI UX expert. Build a complete production ready interactive website tool as a single clean unit. And what I would like to build is build a heat map page with the most downloaded open source models of the month from Hugging Face. Already pull that data, the downloads per month from Hugging Face. So use that to build out this. The goal is to create an interactive tool that then insert exact goal. Example helps users generate backlinks and so on. Create an interactive tool that can be embedded to drive backlinks to my website. Yeah, and so on and so on. But I think that's already sufficient. The tech stack must match my existing website. Yeah, I don't really need to explain my tech stack. Get it from the project. Requirements: build fully working MVP in one self-contained HTML file. Yeah, that's the thing I need to read. Make it beautiful, modern, mobile first, accessible. Add smart share button, Twitter, X, LinkedIn, etc. with pre-filled messages. Include embed code generator so other sites can embed it. Add subtle call to action to my main products and services. Include basic analytics using Google Analytics. For security, sanitize all inputs, no sensitive data storage, and comment every section clearly so I can integrate it easily. Output only the complete code and creation guide, and I run this now in plan mode first. Now Claude came back with a few clarifying questions. How should the heat map look like? 3 different options. First one, the tree map is exactly what I envisioned. Then when a user taps the tile, where do they go? Open the Hugging Face page in new tab, record, or open side panel details, or link to our internal hardware models page. Submit. Now this is the full plan in my case. Okay, and let's kick it off.
Work complete.
So now it's completed, and let's take a look. VM run dev. Okay, and now when we look at this page, a few things that we need to fix in another round. Here, for example, we have a share button that opens up this modal. And then we have an embed button which opens up the same modal. So that's duplicated. And then here, this is now based on, you know, the dummy data, because I have 2 databases, one for development, one for production. This is now just dummy data that I seeded in before, but nevertheless, it is not really what I wanted. Let me look up an example of a tree map. So here, for example, this is very common for docs. I click here on copy image address and paste into my chat. Look at the image under the link that I gave you. This is a tree map of the stock market, and I want a similar layout and design for the model downloads and also color map. Then I saw the share button and embed buttons. They fulfill the same purpose, so it's duplicated logic. We only need one share button because this includes embedding logic well.
Work complete.
So Claude is done with this run. Restart our server. This is how it looks like now. Still a bit ugly, broken. A lot of white space here. And then here the layout looks good, but the links are also there. The detailed pages, but no labels, colors. Okay. The layout for all models looks a bit broken. There's a lot of white unused space. And for these other modality tree maps, the layout looks really good, and also the linking works to the sub pages, but there are no labels for download stats and also no coloring, all gray. When you're done fixing that, seed in some dummy data to see this color effect. So seed in some older download stats so that we can test this colors.
Work complete.
It completed again, and let's restart our dev server, reload the page, and here we go. All the white space fixed, but the coloring is still not light. Let's see. Run the seed script. Created a seed script for us, and with that should be able to see the color schema. Copy this prompt. So seeding is done, and here we go. Yeah, that's looking great. Cool. So you see, it takes several iterations for this in a good state, but you see already kind of the potential, right? I could now share this on social media, on X, and very visual, cool. Could share this weekly, you know, 1 post a week with this tree map to drive some traffic and visitors. Yeah, you need to see in your case how you can seed in data, how this works for your tool. I also have a seed template prompt, something like, you are an expert backend and database engineer. I need complete seed script for my new tool. Then you insert your tool name and then your database. My database is, and then depending on where your data lives, Supabase, MySQL, SQLite, Postgres. In my case would be Payload DMS with Postgres, what I'm using, and then create a ready to run seed script that populates realistic dummy data. If you run this on dev, if you want to seed in production data, then run a deep research before to get some real facts and then ship this your AI with this prompt. That's the fast way how to do it. So now the next part is the SEO optimization, also GEO optimization for AI search engines. And I probably did already a bit of this, but as we can see, there is almost no text on this page so far. And this tool runs client side, so this can't be crawled really. So we need to optimize the page to rank in AI search engines and on Google over time. And there is a skill that you can use, for example, Claude SEO. You install this in Claude, with these commands. You add the marketplace first, then the plugin, and then you can type SEO, see all these different skills here. You can create a plan first or go right away and prompt it to optimize it. You can also analyze your existing website. So let's switch to the plan and then also add my template prompt. You are an expert SEO, copywriter, and front-end optimizer. I just built this tool and then paste your tool description, but in this case already has the context. Create strong meta title descriptions with the main word. Have this, you can enter this full on-page explanatory text with the keyword naturally fit in, and also an exact prompt I can give to Midjourney to create a killer OG image. So it's an open graph image for social media, and when someone shares your page is the preview image. It's quite important, plays a role, makes it nicer, and so on and so on. And we submit it. And here at the end, this is also quite important. The server-side wrapper code, if using Next.js, for example, this makes the page crawlable with proper HTML. Came back now with an SEO plan, and now it's already applying it. And here we can see here in the chat history that it generated a prompt for an open graph image. 2 different ones actually. And now we can go to any AI image generator. I like to use Imagine from Grok, and make sure to select 16:9 and quality toggle. And now look at that. Got really good at generation within images. Free interactive tool, AI model, tree map, most downloaded, open source, and then here preview. So all 5 deliverables shipped. Summary of what's now live. So it added meta tags, on page tags, rendered a server component. It integrated the main keyword here 7 times naturally across the whole page. It added a schema markup, the OG image, and other improvements. Restart. So here we go, and then here tree map works, and also frequently
Ready
asked
to work.
questions. And that's it for now. What it did now automatically, because I have this integrated in other pages and it reused the component, is this embed logic, and this allows other people to integrate this in their blog post. You can see when I paste this in here how this looks like. It's an iframe that links to this page here, and when we open up this page, then you see how it looks like. So this is the embedded version of heat map with smaller header and small footer. The footer has linked to my page, so this generates backlinks on autopilot more or less. If it's really useful and valuable and people like to share this or integrate this. If you don't have this yet, then you can fire a prompt, something like this here. You are a growth engineer specializing in viral embed. For this tool you just built, generate a beautiful 1-line embed code iframe that other websites can copy paste. The embed should look native and branded. Pre-written Twitter link share tag that encourages backlinks, like I just used this free tool on XYZ, try it. And also add an analytics pixel event firing when someone embeds or share. And for this analytics pixel you need to create this pixel on Google Analytics. When you head over to this, Google it, then then you end up at this page where you can create a property, and there you give it a name and your website stats and details and so on. And then at the end you add this pixel, and then on Google Analytics you can track it, see all the charts and data over time. But that's what Claude needs in the end. And last but not least, bonus prompt, add monetization and compliance. This includes, for example, a non-intrusive email capture, affiliate links, product call to action. You see here it already added a call to action at the end of my page, this area when it renders. Yeah, here the call to action. Then in this case we could add a simple disclaimer or privacy note. First of all, there is no sensitive data stored, and secondly we could add that this data is from Hugging Face, but we have the already so that people know where this data comes from. And then we could think about some maybe paid upgrade. Yeah, we could add an email capture here, for example, for people who wants to get a weekly update, for example, with the newest download stats or something else. Then what we should also definitely check is the mobile responsiveness. So Option Command I opens up this Chrome Dev Console, and then we can check how this looks like on different device sizes. This is now mobile, and we see it is all right. Yeah, pretty cool. Approved. So you see here we went through this 5-step MVP build process. The tech stack matches. We built the MVP. We thought about security, seeded some data on dev, and we would do something similar on production. And also we also have the embed logic in place, which gives us free backlinks over time, and also the social media sharing. And we are about to track all of this in Google Analytics or any other analytics solution. And we also did the SEO optimization. We added meta title and keyword, server-side rendering. We generated an open graph image. We added explanatory text on the page and the social cards. I can also show you this. When you head over to opengraph.xyz, for example, you can do your existing live websites, how the open graph image looks like. When I take my return on investment calculator, and then I see here how this looks like, this being shared on WhatsApp or on X, looks this, LinkedIn, it looks this, Discord, Facebook, and in case something is wrong, we will see it here and then fix it. And this is how the monetization flywheel works. Start with a free tool, you add affiliate links maybe over time, but visitors will spend more time on your page, you grow your email list, you also grow your backlinks, you maybe add some paid upgrades over time or sponsored placements, and maybe a digital product or service, and you repeat. And yeah, and this is how it goes. This is my process right now, how I use Claude Code to speed up this process and to get more traffic on my pages. Open your AI coding agent right now and plan your first tool using just the principles I showed you. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.